is it really worth it? Is it in the Hilton Hotel in Riyadh with the main man, I think, Jay Opetaia's father. How you doing, my guy?
Hello, mate. How are you? Hi, guys. How you going?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. From a fan's point of view, I find it so inspiring that a father and son relationship can succeed the way yours has, because not many do, Mr. Opetaia.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't call me Mr. Call me Tab.
Tabs. Okay, Tab. Um, most of them seem, I don't know, a lot of the fighters feel very pressured and very like put under by their father being around them, but yours seems to be making magic.
I think it's connection. You have to, both be on the same level, and you can't just do everything one way. It doesn't really work, I think. Um, we've been buddies for a long time, hanging out with each other and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, it depends on the connection with your son, I guess.
Yeah.
Some of it works, some of it doesn't work. And then you need breaks and all that sort of stuff. And as everyone probably knows, that we've had a 3-year break and we're sort of back together, and we're seeing how everything progresses from here.
But breaks can do a guy good now and then, like we just said earlier. You often come back stronger after a little break.
Yeah, 100%.
And more focused.
And more focused. And then you can see things a lot more, what you shouldn't do, what, how to approach it. Yeah, I think a break's good sometimes.
Yeah. So, start at the beginning. Jay started at 8. You was with him then?
Yeah, all the way up to the last 3 years that we separated. We started kickboxing at the age of 8 because you were not allowed to fight in New South Wales and Sydney in Australia until you're 14. So on Jai's mum's side, they were kickboxing background. So they're third generation on that side with a boxer and a kickboxing family. So we started doing the kickboxing just to get them started, sort of thing. So he started at 8 years old and turned into boxing at 14.
So he always wanted to box then?
It was in our background. So,
yeah,
like I said, it was just something to keep him busy and keep him fit.
So his progress through the amateurs, very successful.
Yeah. It's. I think your amateur career is your trade. You have to. It's a good way of learning and getting a lot of. Even though you lose as an amateur, it's not a bad thing. It's just
a lesson.
It's a lesson. You're doing your trade to get to the big show. Sort of thing. So his first international in I think 2011, they didn't know who Joe was, and we come out of nowhere, and he went to the Worlds, Junior Worlds, and won the Worlds over there.
And then on to the Olympics.
And then on to the Olympics, I think it was 2 years later, maybe.
Yeah.
2 years later.
Wow. So. And how does it feel, as his father, the pressure for you personally?
There was no real pressure. We just do something that we love. We're from a boxing family, so I just sort of grew up with it as well. So poor Joe had no choice. Sort of thing. As soon as he come out, like, there you go, mate. There you go, mate. Swing off the bags, it'll be good.
Yeah, you're going to be boxing, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. How about the other shit, mate? Just concentrate on the boxing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So how long after the Olympics did he start thinking about turning over?
The amateurs, there's whole lot of politics involved in it, you know what I mean? So if you don't, hang out with the right people and do the right sort of things, they sort of look after the other sort of people. Yeah. So 2012, we stuck around for a bit longer. We went to Commonwealth Games in 2014, I think. And then again, too much politics involved in it, so we just decided to turn pro. I think it was 21 maybe.
Wow. His progress has been so rapid through the pro ranks, but his fighting so effective. You've obviously played a massive part in that. You must motivate him and push him as far as he can. But we know Jay trains hard himself anyway, but there's got to be you know, a support system and a pushing system behind him. You're that guy.
Oh no, we have a great team behind us. As that saying goes, teamwork makes the dream work. So you have to surround yourself around nutritionist guys, strength conditioning, a great managing crew, promoters, all that sort of stuff. My stuff is just pretty much just the boxing side. I mean, I'm obviously a father, so I've got to play up a good father role as well. So that plays a big part in it as well. Big part of it.
Yeah, and the teamwork. When the team's working successfully, all the fighter and the trainers have to do is worry about the fighting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All I got to do is worry about the fight sort of stuff. Everyone else takes care of your food, you know, your strength and conditioning, your boxing program, your management stuff. And all he has to do is fight if you've got a good team.
We've spoken to Jay's S&C coach, and his only problem with Jay is stopping him training.
Yeah, yeah, he's like that. He's one of those blokes. Well, you have to say, mate. Even yesterday, we were like, mate, that's enough. We've got to stop now, you know? It's like, oh, a couple more on the pads. I go, no, that's enough now. Just wind down and,
But that's how taper gets you though,
you know what I mean?
because you're like a bag of cats, and
You know
there's
what I
so
mean?
much
You
energy
have to
there.
pull back.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, easy, mate, easy.
Yeah, I bet you're so proud, Tab. So proud.
It's been amazing. Like I said yesterday, I was tearing up yesterday, just watching the whole thing. How the fuck did we get here?
Yeah, but I love the way he comes out in the traditional clothing, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's
But
just
that's our culture, you know.
yeah.
My parents have brought that up around us from day one. Just who we are and what we stand for, and honour and respect, not only to ourselves but to others, and
Yeah.
you know, religion, and you know, it all plays a big part in where you are in yourself. I think.
I'm very humble, very humble.
I think you know you have to be humble.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jay was asked a question the other night, and I found it a bit comical. He was asked, "Who's your worst ever roommate?"
Yeah,
And he said, "My dad."
mate. We were, we used to go to the Institute of Sport, and I used to room with him, and it was like being back in jail. So then I was like, "Fucking mate, fucking clean your fucking shit." Fucking, oh man, yeah. Anyway,
But that's the joy of youth, isn't it?
part of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Part of growing up, part of us as growing as a father and son combination, you know, all that sort of stuff comes into play, you know.
Yeah.
And since I've come back into the team, then I'm like, yeah. He goes, whoa. You can't be that shit anymore, mate. I'm 29.
I'm a big boy
mate.
now.
Yeah. I go, oh, yeah, right. Big
Okay.
deal, mate.
Okay. And he's making a habit now, bashing the Brits. He's gone through a few British kids.
Oh, mate, it's not the Brits, it's not the Yanks, it's whoever they put in front of them.
Yeah, I love that.
We're not, there's no discrimination who you are, where you come from, or who's holding the belts. If you're going that way and if he says fight him, let's go and fucking fight
He's
him.
going that way too.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Yeah.
Fight. I'm not making it personal, chasing fucking people. Right. Everyone's trying to eat.
Yeah, of
And
course.
there's enough food for everyone. And these, the Prince, the Excellency,
Yeah.
he's changed the game completely.
Phenomenal.
He's changed the game completely.
I think what he's done for the boxers themselves,
Yes.
it
They're getting paid.
real money.
Real money, and they're fighting blokes they should be fighting.
Yeah, and they're the entertainers at the end of the day. They should be getting paid.
100%.
Um,
100%.
so Saturday, what we're going to see? Best Jay Opetaia.
I've had to take them back to the beginning of all the fundamental stuff and how we got here in the beginning. So I don't think you guys have seen this sort of joy that's going to come. So I won't say too much. We'll just see what happens. But then boxing's crazy. Jack could get that lucky bang on the head and fucking could be over in fucking, you know.
He looked very big yesterday at presser. Yeah, he looked very big. But he was in with Joe Parker not long ago.
You know what I mean? So he goes up and down. He's been up to heavyweight, come back down. And he's quite, yeah.
It's not always. I've always been a great believer in stick at your weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But look, it's gearing up to be a phenomenal fight. Well, all of them are on this Riyadh season.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what they try and do. They try and match it up properly where everyone gets a good fight, and the people at home get to watch what they pay for.
Yeah,
Good fucking fights.
yeah,
Yeah, that was a good fucking fight. I'll pay for that next time.
yeah.
I'll pay for more.
Well, his last fight against Morris Breedis, what a fight! We were there for
Yeah.
that. He really had to dig deep in them championship rounds.
Yeah,
It was a great performance by
Yeah.
Jay because
I think he got a headbutt in the later rounds and he couldn't breathe and struggled with it. That's what happens. Not everything can be perfect, you know.
it's a fight. These things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're really looking forward to Saturday, Tab.
Yeah.
And
So are we, I think.
I know you are. I know you
We'll
are.
go home and have a beer.
You're a great bunch of guys. It's just a pleasure talking to you, Tab.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
God
having
bless
me.
you, my man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
God bless. Thanks.